at least in the West, they think that most of the scientists have to be atheists because, religion is against science. But for India and Bharat, it is completely different because we were always rooted in science in some or the other manner.
I tell you, on this I have spoken. Even that empowering Indians I have written. Even now, when they came to scientific culture, see, unfortunately, how those fellows, I won't totally blame them, because you have to look at the European context.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galileo was, there are so many scientists who were massacred, tortured for science. Whereas in the Indian culture, all around the Upanishad, there are rebels. You accept a rebel. Jain religion technically is an atheist. It doesn't recognize a God. Buddha just leaves it like that. But all these thoughts can be there. Plus, in addition, there are so many scientists who are scientists, thinkers who have come. Nobody is punished. In fact, all these things which they are telling about LGBT and all that thing, Vanika Vasakar Sanje, Pennagi, Anagi, Aliyagi, Mindeli said, Mannagi, Vinnagi, Ethanayum Veragi. Says, he is telling about the God, pen, woman, man, human. And above that, all the earth, means he has put all these things. And above that, space. And above that, all are not there. So they had a wide breadth of continuum. Whereas they had this versus that. Unfortunately, the religion versus this became a fight for them. So it was a survival. Then the new discoveries of 19th century, the machine doing it, suddenly they realized they have been released. So naturally, any nascent thing, you become a great messiah of it. Oh, this is the end of everything. Now, what happened after the quantum physics? 1920, shaken. It is not this one. So in the Indian culture, they also accept the gross, jata. Also, there is a sukshma.
Right.
The reality you have to penetrate, you have to go through the sukshma. Those fellows arrived at a different way. That's what they have looked at. Whereas here, the sukshma shaken them. The whole philosophy of what is matter. Matter means, I've been taught, I know, but then it became atom itself, you have a problem. Then you know electron. So now you are getting into a quantum field. But I am not saying that what was said in the Indian classic other thing were all accurate to detail. You require this also.
Yeah.
Jnanam as a vijnanam, both they will say. Practical one will be the jnanam. Vijnanam is you have to directly receive. This I won't get into all the detail there. So Indian culture did not, whether it is Bhagavad Gita, whether it is any of it, they did not reject the detail of looking at and then doing it separately. That is a separate this one, that one. It is not holistic everywhere. There is also a short doing a this fever, what you do, this fever, what you do. That is how they have done all those metals, mathematics and all that. At the same time, only thing which they do is, don't think that that is where the world ends. There is something beyond, which you need to realize over a period.
Right.
So this was missed. Now, unfortunately, they have made anti-religion as a science, as a ideology which is against science. The principle of science is you should not. Now they are finding a lot of problems. This should not be done. They were refusing certain genetic experiments. When there is a diversity, no. Then you say that you will get into, they had a problem, that you may get into eugenics. They had a problem. But that is not a solution. Solution is not that you deny somebody. I won't talk about it. If somebody says there is a possibility that beyond something, then Bohr should have been, Niels Bohr should have been told how complex. That's how it is. You have to accept it as such. That's what he said.
Right.
Relativity. The whole war. He introduced the fourth dimension. So now it is, science is only model now.
Right.
So In other words, I am not saying that don't go there or here. It's a continuum one has to see.
Right. And
And
that's the
have to have
beauty
a
of it.
broad mind. Because the entire Indian culture, if I can summarize in 2 words, it is syncretic and symbiotic. Syncretic is
Very
I
beautiful.
use some other's thing. All I'm using some of your item, I'm using some of you are using some of it. Whereas both of us started initially with the rigid stand of this is my way of doing. That's how bulk of what it is will be. You can't say that they belong to this religion or that religion in India if you see it.
Right.
Symbiotic is opposites. You require an opposite. I'll give a very beautiful example of symbiotic. Crocodiles. For them, the teeth is their tool. The teeth, if there is after they eat the meat, if there is too much of something stuck in, there is no toothpick for them. There is no flosser for them.
Yeah.
If that is not cleaned, the fellow can decay. You know what they do? In between, they open their mouth like this. There are some birds which will go and keep poking it. They don't bite them. It also got flesh. It doesn't eat them. It does it, pokes it and takes it away and goes. This is a symbiotic relation. And I can tell you hundreds of items. This accepted by Anekanta is the symbiotic opposites.
Right. Very beautiful.
So it is true of this was accepted as a part of the culture.
Right.
This, when it is understood, then we will have peace in the world.
Right.
But it's not easy.
Right.
Till that time, we have to think. Otherwise, also, yes, what do you do? All those things, yes, there is an enemy, this is to be done, all that has to be done. There are these two has to exist. But to have saying that I am an atheist, therefore I became a scientist, is nonsense.
Right.
I have no doubt on that.
Right.
At the same time, I respect them, their viewpoint.
Correct.
Let them hold on to it, and they are not going to go further. They will be deceiving themselves.
Right.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.